As a child, I was a hiker. My parents took our family on many walking holidays, and when I married Roz, we went to high and wide places. I loved the feeling of being in high places, looking down on the tiny settlements below. But while walking on the Cotswold Way in England, I began to stumble. My MS diagnosis meant that my hiking days were coming to an end. I remember on one of my last mountain walks looking at wildflowers and a stream in an alpine meadow and having the overwhelming feeling that I would not see that sight again. When a dear friend in Vancouver urged me to go on a hike up Cypress Mountain in a TrailRider, a one-wheeled cross between a wheelbarrow and a sedan chair, I thought she was crazy. Just one wheel? I'd be in the hands of my helpers. However, once I was buckled in, it was love at first sight. I was able to relax, trusting my helpers to maneuver their way over the boulders and the logs. I picked blueberries from a bush beside the rocky trail, and I wept. I was back in the wilderness, something I could never have expected. The TrailRider offered the prospect for wild places being opened to people like me who cannot walk. Back in Australia, we showed the photos to David Roberts, the head ranger at the Grampians National Park. Pretty soon, John Kenwright from Parks Victoria in Melbourne imported 2 chairs from Vancouver and made them available in the Grampians and at Wilson's Prom. A trail rider needs Sherpas, people who will push and pull the rider along the way. On an easy path, 2 Sherpas will do, but tricky trails need more Sherpas and stronger ones. Our first real challenge was Boronia Peak in the Grampians. 3 sons and a friend heaved me, way beyond what was reasonable, to the top, over a fallen tree and up many steep rocky defiles.
Wow.
At the peak, I felt elation, looking out across the expanse of Western Victoria. But I was also so proud of my Sherpas, having forged their way over such horrendous obstacles. Again, I experienced a calmness. It was a sense of security at my life having been in their hands. Then I turned 60, and my present from our adult children as Sherpas and from Parks Victoria as hosts was a weekend at Wilson's Prom. There we scaled another much more manageable peak, Mount Bishop. From the top we could see out across the whole beautiful park. How many wheelies, I thought, see these sights. The icing on the cake was the following day. We took the special beach chair out onto Norman Beach. My first time in 10 years I was in the ocean. I'm excited. I'm keen to help put trail riders in more and more of Australia's beautiful natural places. To be back out in the wilderness is something I could never ever have imagined.